So, Floyd Shivambu, and is it Shivambu or Chivambu? And Julius Malema were bribed by Chifiwa Matodzi. So the EFF stops talking about VBS loan for Jacob Zuma in the media. And these easily bought individuals is who you think will bring you economic liberation. What an absolute shame, says this tweet. Them boys are in it for their pockets. Oh my God. And you know what? This comes after there were photos of Julius Malema from the Durban July, where Julius Malema is wearing Christian Louboutins. Now, you know what? We'll talk about that in a separate video, how much those shoes cost. But the timing could not have been anything off. So in this video, we're going to get into this, but you're never going to believe Julius Malema's response. Okay, he has officially responded to all the allegations, but let me start by giving you a summary of what is going on and why Julius Malema is trending and the EFF is trending and the VBS loan, Ndondoni Guningi. Okay, it's a lot. So buckle up, stay tuned, and we're going to get into it. But first, please like the video. Okay, please like the video and help. This will definitely help this channel grow. If you're joining me from ZNU Unfiltered, drop a 1 in the comment section. So I say hello to my Unfiltered fam. If you're new to this channel, you're new to me, make sure as well that you subscribe. Consider subscribing. We're going to have a lot of fun here. I talk everything government of national unity, and we all know the EFF was opposed to that. But today, we're talking about the EFF and how they were getting 5 million rands, 1 million rands per month donations from VBS. But I'm jumping ahead. Let's get into it. But make sure you stay till the end. I'll reveal to you what Julius Malema has responded, and you won't believe it. So this is where it all starts, okay? It's a lot, but I'll try to summarize it real fast. Chifiwa Matodzi is the whistleblower, okay? We're going to call him whistleblower of note, okay? He has put the EFF on blast, and he says, I do hereby make an oath and state as follows. I am an unemployed adult male of 46 years with a South African identification number. He lists the number. I am the former chairperson of VBS Mutual Bank, okay? And the executive chairperson of Uvele Investments. That's very, very crucial information. Keep that, okay? We're going to need it later when I go through the graph. The facts herein deposed to by me are true, correct, and are within my own personal knowledge and belief, save where otherwise stated or the contrary appear from the context. I hereby declare that I make this statement voluntarily and out of my own free will. I have not been coerced, threatened, and or promised anything in exchange for making this statement. I understand the nature of the charges against me, including corruption, fraud, theft, money laundering, and contravention of the pattern of racketeering activities. I take full responsibility for my actions. I am cooperating with the police and prosecution in the hope to rectify my wrongdoings and seeking appropriate consequences for my actions. Okay. We're now on page 57, okay? He goes on to break down how he was paying and how they were moving the money and how they were frauding the VBS bank. He goes on to say payments to Scamega. To my knowledge, Scamega is a company owned by Brian Shivambu, a brother to Floyd Shivambu, okay, who is the deputy president of EFF. The company was provided to me by Floyd to make payments that I promised to the EFF. I made this promise following the news which had broken in the media that VBS had granted former President Zuma a home loan for his Nkandla residence. Negative publicity across in the country, particularly from those that were opposed to Zuma at the time. Amongst those was the EFF, of course. EFF had started a campaign of mentioning VBS in its political rallies through its president, Julius Malema. As chairman of VBS, I then decided I then decided that Malema and EFF should be approached for VBS to explain its position and how the loan was granted. Gogoro, which was VBS PR consultants, arranged a meeting for me to meet with Julius at the EFF's penthouse in Santon, baby. Around April-May 2017, I went there alone. So therefore, all this that he's saying can be therefore hearsay. We all know Julius Malema in a courthouse. He can talk his way out of anything. He went alone. Okay, there's no record. This is his word against their word. But let's keep reading. Present there at was Julius Malema, of course, himself, Floyd Shivambu, and Marshall Dlamini. Marshall Dlamini did not participate in the meeting, and he was seated far from where the engagement took place. Okay, next paragraph. I explained VBS's position and the fact that EFF's negative commentary about VBS ZUMA transaction was damaging VBS's reputation. Furthermore, I explained that as Black brothers, okay, the EFF's constituencies were VBS target market also. I further informed them that VBS was willing to offer a donation to the EFF, and there lies the bribing, okay? I then proposed that VBS can donate 5 million rands immediately once a bank account has been opened at VBS, and 1 million rands per month to the EFF. I also made it clear that the amount could only be deposited into a VBS account and that EFF should therefore open a bank account with VBS. After I left this meeting, Floyd and I remained in contact. At some stage, Floyd indicated that they had opened an account at VBS in the name of a company called Scamega. And there lies the money laundering, okay? The money hiding. This money did not come as a donation to EFF. It went to a company owned by Brian Shivambu, who? Floyd Shivambu's brother. But let's keep reading. Whoo! I think I'm going to title the video, How to Scam a Bank Out of Money. Okay? You target where it hurts most. You talk about a transaction. You give them negative press, okay, that it starts to affect their shareholders. And then they come to you and they offer you a donation to your political party. I mean, the EFF, if this is true, well, it's brilliant. They needed funding. But let's keep reading what else he says. A transfer of 5 million as promised was made on my instructions from Malibongwe to Scamega on the 8th of June 2017. Okay. Subsequent payments were made to Scamega VBS account every month, guys, and were paid from Vele or any of Vele's subsidiaries. Myself, Julius, and Floyd understood that the concept of donation to mean gratification. Hence, Floyd and Julius did not provide me with EFF's own banking details for these donations. Ooh-wee! Further, subsequent meetings were held between Julius, Floyd, and myself. The notable one was where Julius and Floyd informed me that they needed funding to renovate an EFF restaurant called Grand Azania in Soweto. I informed them of a VBS facility for such loans and referred them to David, okay, the then general manager of credit at VBS, to attend to this request. Ooh, is David going to confirm this? If David confirms this, then it means the rest of the story is true. But let's keep going. This loan application was made through Scamega and was approved, although I do not know the amount. After VBS was placed under curatorship, I met Floyd and his younger brother, Brian, several times at Floyd's residence in Bryanston. Woof. This was the first time I met Brian. At one of the meetings, myself, Floyd, and Brian agreed to regularize the 5 million, the 5 million rands plus the 1 million rands monthly donations. It was agreed amongst us that we drafted a contract between Vele and Scamega for consulting work in petroleum and storage facilities. Wow. The said contract, which we backdated by agreement, was drafted by the Shivambu brothers. The signatories to that contract were myself, representing Vele, and Brian, who was representing Skamega. See the copy thereof attached herein, marked and annexed as TM18. The fact that he has a copy of this, ooh, woo, therefore makes everything above. Okay, he collaborates his story. He's not just telling Enganegwane. He goes on to say, financial records manipulation and falsification. Signing of the annual financial statements. On the 4th of July 2017, in my capacity as chairperson of the VBS board, I signed off VBS annual financial statements for the year ending 31 March 2017. At the time of the signing of the directors' reports and any other representations I made, I was acutely aware of the gross irregularities and misstatements related to items in the books of VBS, amongst others. Man, he's a professional scammer, okay? I knew that these gross irregularities would render the financial statements being signed off to misrepresent the true state of affairs. The following are the items in the books manipulated. Woo! Wow. So you know what? It's a 263-page document, okay? It also has all the receipts. But I'm going to leave it here, okay? And let me know what you think so far. What do you think so far of what is going down over there at the EFF with who? Julius Malema right at the top. Name dropped as well as receipts. And Floyd Shivambu. Floyd. Ooh. Okay. Wow. I promise that if you stay to the end of the video, I would tell you what Julius Malema has responded. Julius Selo Malema has responded to all these allegations, this leaked document, and he says, in his own words, and I quote, "For any inquiries, please refer to the archives for answers." Boom! Julius does not play, okay? Basically, he said no comment. So you know how it is over there on the Twitter, the X. They're going through the archives. They're going through, and I know they'll be back with the response. This is definitely a developing story. I'm going to leave it here. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts, and I'll definitely be there to engage with you. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Help me get to 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. Catch you on my next upload.